Hello and welcome to another video. How you guys doing? Hopefully all is well. The other day I uploaded a video on how insert and sort works, so you know what that means. It's time to follow that video with writing that algorithm with a couple different languages, and today we're writing it in C++. This is a super quick algorithm to write, so without wasting any more of your time, let's just jump right into it. Here we are inside of Visual Studios. As you can see, I have a couple things written out already. I figured it's best to skip over that stuff because I have done those in previous videos, so if you're interested of how these things work, you can jump back to those videos. But I will briefly run through these really quickly. So here we have our file names. And I am going to try something new. I'm going to add 10,000 numbers, which we pull from a 10,000 numbers.txt file. So we go ahead and take this 10 nums, pass it down the read file. Read file takes in a nums vector and a string file name. Pass in the file name. We go ahead and open it. We push back in our nums vector that line because, like I said, each number is on its own line. Then we jump down to print the numbers, which is this little helper function right there. Just goes ahead and loops through the numbers and prints them out to the screen so we can see the before and after. So next we pass it down to insertion sort, which nothing there right now, as you can see. And then we pass it back down in the print and we can see the before and after. But this time with the addition of 10,000 numbers, we're going to have to clear our vector because we'll stack these numbers on top of this vector that's going to read into 10,000 numbers, which we don't want. And then we just read in that file, and then we just pass it in insertion sort, and we're done. I did leave these lines commented out right now because it is a wall of text, or numbers rather, and it can be a little strenuous to read, but maybe I'll uncomment them at the end of the video just to verify that 10,000 numbers is working correctly. Now that we ran through that, let's start to write insertion sort. If you have seen how insertion sort works the video, I showed the pseudocode. I also showed how it works a little differently. So we can basically take that pseudocode that I showed in that video and we can just paste it right inside of this function right here because it is a simple algorithm, which we can write it pretty quickly. So if we remember, we need a variable that's going to hold our first index, so we need an int v, and then we need an int j, which is going to be set to our I loop. So we have those, and then we need a for loop, so int I is equal to 1. Remember, we don't set that to 0 because we don't want the first index here. So nums dot size, if I can spell, and then I++. Go ahead and open that, and then this is where we said v is equal to nums I, and then j is going to be equal to I minus 1, so that now j is equal to 0. You can see why we don't want to set I to 0, because now j would be a negative number, and that would not be good. So now we have that. This is where it's going to be a slight difference from the pseudocode algorithm, how that's written, because with C++, vectors do not like negative numbers, so we are going to have to write our check for j is greater than or equal to 0 first, and then we can check our vector if it's greater than or equal to v. So let's go ahead and do that. So j is greater than or equal to 0, and nums j is greater than v. We jump in the while loop, and if it's all true, then we can set nums, need an S1 there, j plus 1 is equal to nums j, and then we can decrease j here, and then outside of this for loop we can say nums j plus 1 is equal to v. So the reason why we do plus 1 here is because once this decreases to negative 1, then we need to jump back up to 0. So I wasn't kidding that insertion sort is a super quick algorithm to get up and going. It is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 if you count these two, but 9 lines of code to write this algorithm. Not bad, but you will see a slight delay once you start to get to larger numbers So this is the reason why this algorithm is the best for a small data set. So let's run it and see what we get. So now that I got the screen capture, I can zoom in and it looks a little bit better. Hopefully you guys can read that. Here we got our unsorted list. We went ahead and sorted out our list. So inserted it, 10,000 numbers, done. I'll rerun it because you may have not picked up the delay, but it does take a little bit longer. Not by much, maybe a few milliseconds or seconds. So let's see that. Inserting, and then we're done. Not too bad, but you can see if we get to millions of numbers, you can probably take a nap and come back and it would still be running. So yeah, awesome. So that is that. Just to verify, I will go ahead and uncomment these out. Apologies if it does get a little crazy. So go ahead and print. So I'm going to print it out beforehand so you guys can know that it's unsorted already, because I don't want to just print numbers once it's already sorted, because you could think it's already been sorted. But in this case, it isn't. So there's our wall of text. And then there goes our sorted list. So it gets a little crazy, like I said. So 10,000 numbers. You can see this is not sorted up here. Just for verification, there's our sorted 10 number list. And then here's our unsorted 10,000 numbers. And then we sort 10,000 numbers. So 3, 5, 9, 10, blah, 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 all the way down to 10,000. Yep. So cool. There you have it. Insertion sort written in C++. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, because not only will I greatly appreciate it, because I love you guys, the YouTube algorithm will greatly appreciate it too. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys next time. See ya. Get a little out of hand.